Hi, I'm from European Union and I discovered that the Big Bang is false. A matter of fact, I discovered a lot of things, okay? So I started this channel against the Big Bang. I don't need money, I don't need anything. I just want to record these things that to be for the next generations, if it is possible, okay? So what I am saying, once I discovered the Big Bang, what false? The age of the universe is false. Correctly? Okay, the Big Bang is false. The age is not 13.7 billion years. Okay, what false even? That the expansion is false? That is another thing that I discovered. The expansion of the universe is false. So I don't have time now just to enumerate what I've discovered, okay? The age of the universe is false, the Big Bang is false, the expansion is false of the universe. Dark energy does not exist, black matter does not exist, dark matter does not exist. Supernova do not exist because the stars are something else. Black holes do not exist, okay? So all these things I discovered. Okay, so this current scientific view, it is a scientific mass hallucination on entire earth, and I want that to laugh of this entire earth. Not now, but soon this thing will come into the light of reason, and the next generation will laugh at this psychopaths, scientific psychopaths and liars, and that they pretended that they knew science and they do not knew. One possibility is even the James Webb will observe what I am saying, okay? Maybe some other telescopes. The Chinese plan to make another telescope in about 2 years. But someday it will be found. I have 32 years. Maybe someday I will laugh and I will name everybody that they did wrongdoings on earth, that with some belief and science invented in sci-fi movies, they said that it is real science, okay? So what I am saying, that we do not know the origin of atoms, it is unknown. Once the Big Bang falls, this is one of the implications. But listen scientifically, we do not have a correct science that entails the atoms. If you understand, we may pretend that they are fusing from some subatomic things, spells, or casting spells, but we do not know available science on earth, okay? We do not know scientifically how the gold could appear. We do not know. You can lie, but we do not know. This is one thing that is fundamental, okay? It is not known in science how to group light, okay, and to congeal light or energy or something and to entail atoms. You may pretend, but it is false. This is something that everybody lies, okay? So the few ages after Big Bang are false because they are maintained just to justify this, that we do not know how the atoms were formed. We do not know. There is not available science. You can lie on entire earth, but there is not. We do not have a scientifically paper by whom. Einstein did not did it. Maxwell did not did it. Newton did not did it. Who demonstrated how atoms can occur? From what? Nobody. So antiparticles and things like this are false. They were invented just purely mathematically, -1, +1, that to cast some spells that they knew how the atoms were appearing, okay? So this is what I'm saying. in my channel. Atoms we do not know. But once you know this, you realize that they are not producing stars the same, because we do not know a viable science how the atom could occur. Okay, and you cannot give age in the Mendeleev chart on atoms. That's to pretend to know that the iron is younger than gold. Okay, so this is what I'm telling you scientifically. All the atoms are instantaneous. Okay, when you lock the electrons in the orbits, you are locking them instantaneously. Okay, so you do not have billion of million of years. Even if you could have some primordial energy prior to the atom is instantaneous, and you cannot give age up by the iron to say that it is 1,000,000,000 years and gold 2 billion years. You cannot have a justification on age, on the Mendeleev, that to say that the hydrogen is the oldest, so more rapidly producing. That all these things are, I discover, okay, they are false. All these things fall if you judge correctly the science that exists, not that it what is invented from the sci-fi movies. Okay, so we do not know how the atoms were formed. Okay, so microwave background implies the atoms creation, because microwaves are produced by atoms, copper and iron. Okay, so the temperature is a limited function. You could not have at the Big Bang. Who they were saying in the old days, like in popular books of physics, that at the Big Bang it is 15 billion of degrees. That demonstrate that they do not need thermodynamics, because the temperature is a limited function. There are functions in mathematics that stop at 100 degrees when you boil water, 3000 when you melt metal from Mendeleev. Okay, and it stops no matter how many energy you put in the system. That demonstrate that they do not knew thermodynamics, and they are imbeciles, scientific imbeciles. This is not existing 15 billion of degrees. What they were obligated to give at the Big Bang, that to fall down in temperature, are background radiation, microwave radiation. And that the second stupidity, you identify the temperature with a microwave. This is the second stupidity. Okay, so if I want to explain this, if you boil an entire river, it has 100 degrees Celsius. I'm from Europe. Okay, I'm telling you always in Celsius. An entire river, if you boil it at 100 Celsius, if you increase the pressure, like you can increase the temperature above 100 degrees at the water, so accepts more energy, like in the atomic nuclear production of thermical energy from uranium. Okay, so under pressure, but it is a limited function, although in this way. Okay, even in this way. So if you boil an entire river at 100 degrees Celsius, at the point of water evaporation, okay, the temperature, it is a limited function. Like a cumulus, you have much more temperature. Like you give, if you want to put it in houses, you can increase the temperature in every household or something. Okay, but the whole entire river has 100 degrees. So you do not have at the Big Bang billion of degrees, if you understand, because the Temperature is a limited function on any material you're given, okay? But also in the stars, you light that you know some equilibrium between gravity, and you do not know what gravity means. Gravity does not attract. From Galileo, from 1500s, gravity does not attract. So I discovered all these things. Okay, this is the things you will find in my channel. So the microwave background, you are not allowed to pull it down in 13 billion years, because if you have in a microwave, you have a microwave at home. Maybe you are not this stupid to not understand. Even if you have no mind, like all these popular scientific guys on internet that lie and do not know real science. If they had a microwave at home, you see you arrange the button of the microwave in a frequency from electrical frequency at a stable point, and you are not allowed to suppose that it came from a trillion microwave ondulations. Okay, if you know physics and you discover the atoms, you cannot have microwave without atoms. Okay, so Penzias and Wilson, what they discovered? Nothing prior to atoms, because the atoms produce microwave. You do not know how the microwave can float in the empty space without being a source of microwave. Okay, so the source of microwave is atomic one always, and it is a copper and iron in some configuration. Okay, in the magnetron that was invented to amplify the radar. So you identify the atoms even if you have the microwave, and the atoms have a limited function at temperature. The copper has a limited function, the iron has a limited function at temperature. You cannot have a bigger temperature because the iron will melt. We do not produce microwaves, and copper the same. But if you understand science, if you are stupid like these popular guys, I want to put this on internet, that someday I will laugh. Okay, I discovered this 3 years ago. Nobody listens to me. The crazy people are smart on the internet, and they are crazy. Okay, they do not know science. So you identify the temperature of melting point of copper and iron. You cannot say that a 3 Kelvin or 5 Kelvin in the old days was given 2 Kelvin, 3 Kelvin, 5 Kelvin, 15, and what they wanted. Okay, so I even wonder if it is true. But the source is atomic, if you understand. What Wilson and Penzias discovered? Nothing. You will not have any supplementary scientific reason to affirm that it is falling down for a superior temperature of microwave, and you do not superimpose the temperature of the microwave. Okay, you are not allowed. And you will find maximum the temperature of iron. Okay, so under suppression, like I've told you, other water, and copper. So even this Kelvin is a limited function on the ondulation of microwave, if you understand. If you are stupid, so I just told you that you cannot give the through microwave and temperature, and you do not have anything else. Okay, I've just told you. The like spectrum is false. Why? The Doppler shift is false. First of all, it is not a shift only in your stupid mind. This shift implies that something is changing. It's not changing. If you you take this light, okay, and you make it break through a prism, like a prism, okay, you decompose the white light in many colors. Okay, nothing is shifted. Why? Because you have the entire spectrum. Okay, in the white light there is blue, green, Rog wave, okay, rouge, rog, okay. I know it, the colors of rainbow in Romanian, rog wave. So you have blue, indigo, and violet, and all they are in the white light. Nothing is deplacated because white light does not deprecate. Okay, you make a prism and you have holes in the spectrum, and you are lying that they are not only in the red and blue, and they sometimes they are in the same picture at the red and the blue, and you must have a delta to have